Alright, so one of the first things that you need to know if you want to be in a position of becoming rich with an eBay store is that you need to understand how eBay's business model actually works. And one of eBay's main goals is to get as many customers coming back onto their platform every single day. So if you're able to do that as a seller, they're going to now push your products out to more and more customers. And the reason why I believe that getting more and more returning customers coming back onto their platform is becoming more of their priority is because if we look at this graph over here, which is going to show eBay's total active buyers from 2010 up until 2022, we can see that the amount of people that went onto eBay peaked in 2018, which was around 179 million active customers. However, since then, there's been less and less customers going back onto eBay to buy things. And in Q2 in 2022, there was around 138 million active customers that are still shopping on eBay. However, they would like this number to rise and rise and rise back to where it was ideally in 2018 and probably surpass that so that there's more people shopping on eBay. And the reason why all of this stuff is important to know if you are looking to become rich on eBay as a seller is because if you're able to understand what eBay's main objective is, you're going to be able to structure and organize your store in a way where you're going to be doing things right. And the more you do things right and the more you understand what eBay's actually looking out for, they're going to push you out to more customers, which is ultimately going to help you make more money. All right, so now that you understand what eBay's number one goal is, which is to get more and more people coming back onto the platform, you now need to understand what you can do as a seller to help them accomplish that goal. And to accomplish that goal, you need to obviously have happy customers. And to have happy customers, there's various different things you need to do. But one of the first things is that you need to try and offer the fastest delivery possible. Now, of course, when it comes to doing eBay dropshipping, you're not realistically going to be able to offer 1 to 2 day delivery. But that's why I always advise you guys that live in countries like the UK, US, Australia, Germany, Canada, to try and figure out a way for you to import stock, especially when you figure out that a product is selling well. Because within all of those countries that I just mentioned now, there's a big eBay community, which means that you're going to be able to offer really quick delivery to those customers within your country. This is what I did anyway. I started buying a lot of the products that I was having success with when it came to doing eBay dropshipping in bulk into the UK where I'm based. And then from there, me and my team were shipping out orders on a daily basis. And because I was able to get the orders to the customer within 1 or 2 days, eBay now pushed my listings higher and higher in the search results. So for those of you out there that are watching this video right now that are willing to buy products in bulk and you are ready to ship out the orders every day with the fastest delivery possible, the first thing that you need to do is edit the dispatch time within your listing. So as you can see on one of my products right now, my dispatch time is same working day, which means that when a customer buys a product from us, we ship out the order as long as they place the order before 3 p.m. We ship out that order the same day. Initially, when I first started selling on eBay, the mistake I was making is that I was shipping out the order within 2 or 3 working days, which means that if the customer bought the product on a Monday, I didn't need to ship it out until, let's say, Wednesday or Thursday because my dispatch time was set to 3 working days. But as soon as I changed it to same working day, I saw so many orders coming in because eBay could see that I was going to send out the order really quick. And of course, eBay's main goal is to have more and more happy customers. So if you do want to put yourself in a position where you can make more sales and make eBay happy in the process, what you need to do is try and change your dispatch time to same working day. And just scrolling up over here, I just want to show you my delivery options that I use. So as you can see, I'm currently using Royal Mail 24, which as you can see right there, it's going to get to the customer within 1 to 2 working days. And there's also tracking included as well. So that's another thing that eBay wants to see from their sellers. They want to see that you're using some sort of track service, because if you are able to ship out the order really quick and you're also able to provide the customer with a tracking number, this is going to make more and more customers happy because they're going to be able to rest assured knowing that the order is on its way. And one of the second ways to kind of guarantee that you're going to have more happy customers, and not just with an eBay business, this kind of applies to any online business, is to make sure that you've got really good customer service, as well as making sure that your after sales service is also good as well. So the mistake that a lot of new beginners make when it comes to them making sales on their eBay store is that as soon as they make a sale, they're happy and they've forgotten about the customer. But as soon as you make a sale is where the real work starts, because that customer can now come back and open up a case, or they could leave negative feedback, or they might have a question about how the item works. So making a sale is really just the first step. You need to make sure that you're ready for any issues that customer might have after they've received the item. Now, for me personally, when it comes to running all of my different eBay stores, I try and get back to the customer within 5 or 10 minutes. Now, I don't personally do this myself anymore. I've hired various different virtual assistants to help me when it comes to dealing with all the different responses that we get. But because I'm aware that a lot of people don't really like to wait hours or days for them to receive a simple reply back to their issue, I try and make sure that we get back to all of our customers within a few minutes. Because even though someone may be upset with the item that they received from you, maybe it's not working, or maybe the item got lost during delivery. What will make them 10 times more angrier is if they're not able to get a reasonable resolution to the issue. So if you're currently at the start of your own eBay journey, or maybe you've already started, you need to make sure that you prioritize this as very important, because if you're able to deal with people's issues as soon as possible, this is going to be seen by eBay system, because eBay system can see how long it takes a seller to respond back to a customer's message. So if you're able to get back to customers ASAP, eBay is going to see this. If eBay see that you're doing a good job, they're going to push you out to more and more customers, which is ultimately going to help you make more money and help you achieve your goal of becoming rich with an eBay business. Okay, so moving on to one of the next things that you guys can try when it comes to getting more people back onto the platform and helping eBay with their number one goal, which is by increasing the lifetime value of every single customer that you get. Now, when I say lifetime value, what that means is that you're going to try and make as much money as possible from every single customer that comes across your store. And this could be done in so many different ways, but one of the best ways that I like to do it is by having multiple different products in my store from one category. So that whenever a customer buys from one of our stores, I'm able to upsell them with a product that they also most likely need as well. Like for example, if you look at this eBay store that I'm running right now, I've currently got around 2,482 products on this store that all relate to one another, so that whenever I make a sale, I'm able to promote one of the various other items, and a lot of these items can be used in conjunction with each other. And another trick that I personally use when it comes to being seen by more customers, so that I can use all of the different strategies that I've shown you guys in this video, which is to sell on multiple different eBay sites. So for example, if we look at this option right here, I've currently got items listed on the US site, Canada, Italy, France, Spain, Germany, Ireland, and Australia, which means that whenever a customer goes onto the eBay domain website in their own country, I've got a high chance of being seen by all of these different customers as well, which again helps me with my goal of making as much money as possible from my eBay businesses. And not only that, I also make sure to use the good till cancelled feature. And this is so important to be aware of as an eBay seller for two different reasons. The first one is that because my listings are not ending month after month, I'm able to maintain my positioning in the search results. The second reason why you need to make sure that you're using the good till cancelled feature is because you're going to be able to build up the selling history on the actual listing, so that whenever a customer comes across your listing, they're going to see that you've sold 100 units, 200 units, which again is going to help them trust that you're a seller that's worth buying from, because so many other people have bought from you. And moving on to one of the final things that you guys need to remember on your own eBay journey is to make sure that you don't quit too soon. Now, most people are going to try and sell and list products. It's not going to work out for the first few weeks, maybe for the first month. Some of you are probably going to go past that and try and sell for the next 2 months, 3 months, and it's not going to work out. For me, it took me around 9 months for me to see any level of success with my eBay business. But I tried to make sure that I stayed committed to learning the process, understanding what I needed to understand, and implementing everything that I was learning along the way. So it's very important that you don't give up too soon, because you never know. The winning product that you might list on your store next week could completely change your life. Now, if you're enjoying this video so far, don't forget to press the like button. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much in advance. Don't forget to subscribe as well, hit the bell notification. And if you want to watch a completely free webinar where I go through what I personally had to learn when it came to making my first $3,000 per day with my eBay business, then you can watch that free webinar by clicking the first link down below. Or if you'd rather watch another YouTube video that I made not too long ago, where I go through the 5 steps that every single beginner out there needs to be aware of when starting an eBay store from scratch, then click the link right there. Check that video out straight after this one, because it's already helped out thousands and thousands of people. All right, guys, I'll see you on the next one. Make sure you stay safe out there. Peace.